the YouTube streams are all down. My numbers are down. Everything's going down, but I'm still winning. I still win. I win every time because this is what you're supposed to go through. You're supposed to go through this stuff. They call it character building, but it's just, I don't know if it's character building necessarily. You don't have to build your character up, but it does test your mettle. It tests your ability to weather any storm, to go through any kind of drought, to have any problems or issues. Like my man Dame Dash. Dame Dash is going through it again. He is supposed to pay over $800,000 to a filmmaker named Josh Weber. Salute to Son to Son. Dame F up the back all the way. Yeah, I don't know Son to Son. It's like, that's my guy. If we go back 26 years at least, I know it's been more for other people. It's probably 30 or 40, almost 40 years. But I remember him in the Big Pimpin' videos, dancing, pouring champagne on broads. You know, that was Dame. That was Dame. That was the Dame I knew. That he knew he had to grow up. He couldn't do that anymore, but he had the same hustle mentality because he knew that he would be out. He probably knew that, 25, 26 years later, there'd be some guy on YouTube talking about how he was pouring champagne on chicks and dancing around in the Big Pimpin' video and everything like that. Like, so he's got that dance. It's like, that's Dame, but and then the super hustler, he's got like 17. No, I'm not saying legitimately, or I'm exaggerating, but he's got like 25, companies, LLCs, and it's just like, it's a shame because he's so brilliant. He's a brilliant man. He's a very thoughtful, smart guy. And even Jay-Z said he's smart. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Son to Son 90 says, I was on Dame's side with the split from Jay-Z until I found out he was taking money. He confirmed he took $100,000. T. Davis says, sad to see hot headlines of Dame's financial woes. Yeah, it's serious. It's so sad. What's really sad is I saw, American New. I gave him a chance. I was watching American New, right? I'm watching it, and I'm watching The Prince of Detroit, and that movie is the truth. I loved it. It was great. I was trying to find fault with it. I thought it was going to turn into a drug hype, coke and crack and, people hustling in the streets. It was none of that. It was completely about pharmaceutical, literal hospitals in developing and investing in hospitals, and the dialogue was crisp. And it was, and there were funny moments with Faison Love, especially. I mean, it was a great movie directed by Dame Dash, and they're coming after him. They're coming after Dame Dash and his property, his intellectual property. Yeah, but this is what I was going to get to. That app is trash on your TV. It is trash. It was completely trash. It was horrible. It is low budget app. It is completely low budget. I was watching the first time I was watching American New. I was watching the movie. I was like, okay, it's all right. It's not too bad. Then a little circle, black screen and a circle started happening, and then a commercial came on. I was like, okay, it's kind of like Tubi. That's kind of like other services and everything. But then it came back to a different movie. It stopped the movie I was watching, and it went to a completely different movie. I was like, what the hell is this? And then all you hear in Dame Dash in his interviews, American New, American New, American New, American New. I'm like, all right. But I think he has a better deal on your phone. If you watch it on your phone, you'll be able to watch it. I was able to finish The Prince of Detroit on my phone. But it's a great movie. It's like caliber movie. It's got great visuals. It flows very well. It's excellent. I have to give it. I'm not just saying it. It is excellent work. It's way better than Honor Up. It's way better than many of Dame Dash's products. I was astounded. You know, it has the same level of Paid in Full. Paid in Full had great acting, had great direction, had great subtext, but it was about crack dealings. It was about selling crack. Okay, we haven't seen that before. You know, but the Prince of Detroit had nothing of that. It was all legitimate. There was no criminality that I could see. Maybe there was something that was kind of goofy or something like that, but I didn't really pay attention. It wasn't like it was like, oh, there's another crime movie. Okay. It was like, no, it was about black entrepreneurs, about millionaire black people in Detroit during one of his heydays. I didn't see all of it because I'm doing the show, but I will see the link, after the show. Son. I have it right next to my this broadcast. He took $400K to be correct. Okay. American New garbage. He can keep it and shut up. Whoa, I wouldn't say all that. The American New is cool on your phone. You can watch American New on your phone. I tried to do it on my TV. I was like, this is straight trash. This is garbage. I'm trying to get engaged because it's like Dame Dash means so well. He has the healthy side. He's got the kids. He's for the kids. He's got stuff, the street level stuff, and he's got like stuff like the Prince of Detroit. He's gonna have a sequel if he doesn't get locked up, or if he doesn't have to forfeit all his fortune. Because how much is he worth now? Like negative $400 million or something? I don't know. I can't even calculate. What is it? Gorilla, net worth or whatever? Can't even calculate it. Dame is brilliant. However, to let ego get in the way because of how successful Roc-A-Fella got. I have to disagree with you. I don't think it was ego. I think it was partly incompetence. Partly he wanted to do something that was probably far beyond his. It's partly incompetence and partly I would say not ego. Ego is good. Ego, you're supposed to have an ego. But I would say it's incompetence and just, overreaching. He's overreaching. He's trying to overextend himself, and that's how he got hurt. It's like an injury. When you overextend your arm, you overextend your leg or something like that. He's trying to do too much at the same time. He's got the Blue Rock. He's got Poppington LLC, among others. It's just like it's just too much. Dame wanted to be the machine. Yes, true. Dame don't respect nobody but his white wife. Well, she's light, bright, and damn near white. She's not really white. If she's not Hispanic, which I think she is, Raquel Horn. We're gonna try to keep her out of this. This is mainly a focus on Dame. Last time I got Dame Dash on a broadcast, I got 6,000 views. So we'll see what happens. I probably get 60 views, but she's white. Stop it. She has white features, sir. She has white features. She has the thin nose and the thin lips and the very fair skin. But like I don't think she's white. I don't think she's white. Like she's not white. She's not WASP. She's not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. That's what she's not. She's not that. She's not. She's not WASP. So certified Pinto. Oh my God. Radio Hawkins, salute. She fine. Yeah. I still, if they weren't together, I still hit it. I still smash. That's what I would do. If he ever messes up, man, I still smash. She okay. Yeah, she's decent. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Son to Son 90. She's okay. She's not like extraordinarily beautiful. She's not like Ava Mendes. Ava Mendes is like the ultimate woman for me. I that's why she's with what most women are attracted to. Ryan Gosling. They make that pair. And I don't even know if they're married together. They got kids though. I give her a 5. Oh, maybe not a 5. Maybe like a strong 6.5. Maybe a strong 7, something like that. She's not part 8, 9, or 10. She's not a 5. I mean, come on. Give her 5 out of 10, and 10 being the best. I give her a 6.5, 7. Now his daughter, fine. Oh wait, how old is his daughter? Make sure you know. Make sure you know how old his daughter is on my platform. But yeah, so he's got $4 million. They're trying to put state property up on the auction block, trying to take his intellectual property, trying to take his actual properties, I think. It's like, Dame, what the hell, Dame? What the hell? That's why he's doing so much. He's trying to do as many projects. I think they settled their dispute. But this Josh Weber guy is still coming at him. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? What is going on? But it's just really goofy. Really goofy. She's 25. Okay, we're good. Respect. Respect. Salute. That's all we can talk about. She's 25. That's great. That's all we can say. But seriously, Dame. What the hell, man? What the hell, Damon Dash? You're my guy. He's my guy from way back, 26 years. And I remember he had America. I think it was either America New or America Magazine. I remember he had the Belvedere. Anybody remember Belvedere? He was pouring the Belvedere on the chicks in the videos. His the Rocawear, all the Rocawear. It's the Rock, like Roc-A-Fella forever, Hove for life. That was Hove's line. Dame Dash championed it. But what else is there? What else does he own? Why don't we talk? Why, instead of gossiping, oh, she's with him. Oh, wait, I didn't know they was together. These are grown men talking, Oh, they together? Oh my God. Spill the tea. I didn't know that. That's dudes. Those are dudes talking. Straight dudes, or so-called straight dudes. I didn't know they was together. I didn't know that. But they don't talk about the business side. Who owns whose projects? Okay, we got some reactions on the live chat. What happened with him and Lee Daniels? Didn't he countersue after Dame Dash won? I think so. I think that's what happened, Son of Sun 90. That's why I can't remember it slips my memory if he was even if he ever finished that with Lee Daniels. Does Dame still have his TV channel? Yes, he still has America New. Yes. And it's terrible. On TV, it's terrible. On your phone, it works just fine. For me, it worked fine. I saw the rest of the movie. I was trying to watch it. It didn't cut into a commercial. It didn't cut to another movie. But if you do that, if I did that on my TV, which happened, I wouldn't have been able to watch it because it would have cut right to the same thing, or it would have started the movie. It started the goddamn movie over. T. Davis says, yes, he tried being a mogul and wanting to do everything himself, but needed to focus on one thing, build it, and maximize it. However, the boss talk wasn't it. Facts. T. Davis, you're spitting facts there, sir. Son of the Sun 90 says, Dame needed Jay-Z to win. Isn't it obvious? I think so. Jay built a better team after the split. I heard saying they made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. I mean, technically, he did with Ye. He did make another Hove with Ye, because that was Dame Dash first. Since Jay thought, Ye was a cornball. He thought he was nerdy. He thought he was a whack guy. Then they started teaming up together, and they were cool, because he sided with him. He didn't side with Dame Dash, but But Ye, years later, co-financed or produced is the proper term, I guess. I think it was Honor Up. I think he produced Honor Up. It was produced by Kanye West. Yay, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, that is true. I think, Son of the Sun 90. And make sure you get my likes up. So the algorithm, that almighty algorithm, we pray to the algorithm. I'm an atheist, so I pray to the algorithm. But yeah, that is true, Son of the Sun 90. I do agree with you on that. Dame, if Dame and Jay got together, I mean, he probably wouldn't have his legal woes. Because when did he start having his legal woes? When he broke up with Jay. I mean, come on. It's very obvious. Yeah, out here giving top. Okay. Yeah. I don't think he's canceled. I don't think he's a non-factor who is very relevant. That's Ye. He's a non-factor. He's not a factor in the game anymore. He's not going to appear on the Grammys. He's not going to be on the Billboard Awards. He's not going to be at the Oscars. He's not going to be anything like that. You know, they won't allow him to get an award or perform ever again, most likely. So he's very non-factor, but he's very relevant because he stays in the news almost every day. Yes, he's a switch hitter. Once you've done what he's done, I'm not going to even be that explicit, but he's done things with his cousin that would warrant him to be called a homosexual or a bisexual man. That's just facts. I mean, once you do that, once that you get into that ball play, when you get in that, he admitted it. He said with his cousin, his male cousin, that's doing life in prison for killing a pregnant woman, and he's feeling guilty for that. And he's trying to curry, sympathy. Oh, well, yeah, it's okay. You were so young, and no, you were of age, and you knew what you were doing. I've done stupid stuff at 32 years old. Not that crazy, not crazy like that, but I've done stupid stuff at 32 years old. I know, you gotta know what you're doing. Once you hit the age of 7, you should have the age of reason. Radio Hawkins says, did Kim K make Ye crazy? That's a great question. That deserves a whole nother show. Because I think the other way around. I think Ye made Kim crazy. Facts. Dame and Jay would be unstoppable. Yes. Let's not forget that woman can lead to downfall. Yeah. What's her name? Rachel Roy, or was it Roy? I think it was Rachel Roy. Let me make sure. I got time. Rachel. Yeah, Rachel Roy. Once married to Dame Dash. But now it's a totally different setting. Yeah. Becky with the good hair is her name, according to Bay. Rachel wanted the child support. Yeah, she got that child support. She got them dollars up out of him. He was paying what? Like, it was something sick. It was crazy. It was like $200K. I don't want to be stupid and just throw out numbers, but it was like at least $200K for something. It was like a year or something like that. I don't know what it was. I think it was. Y'all can find it for me if y'all feel like it. But he was paying some racks. She was awarded sole custody of both daughters in 2015 and filed for an order of protection against Dash. The court granted Roy and her daughters a 3-year restraining order against Dash. Days later, Dash filed a lawsuit against her, alleging breach of fiduciary duties and other claims related to Royale Atenia, a fashion company that they founded during their marriage. I mean, that's why danger when I say, getting married, danger, everybody thinks like it's going to be bells and whistles and hot fudge and, birds chirping and, and it is for like a day and a few years and stuff like that. But then it's like, am I trapped? Am I in this together? Are we doing this? What's going on? But that's a different story. Yeah, he should have hid. Okay, no, she was Dame First L. Yeah, he should have hid his money in trust or something. Just like what the president said. You got to put you got to find an LLC, then you got to put that into a trust. Then you got to run that through another LLC, and then put that through a trust or something. Waka Flocka Flame broke it down, beautifully. I didn't know exactly if he had that much business acumen, but he definitely did, because he didn't like the 360 deals that were thrown at him when he was first coming into the game for his first album. But what I wanted to get back to, I'm just trying to remember. I was just trying to go to the live chat. It was like, who owns what? Like, he owns a piece of Reasonable Doubt, right? So does he own all the Jay-Z catalog? His name is on there. Executive producer, Dame Dash. Executive producer, Dame Dash. Executive producer, Dame Dash. So does he own a percentage of what the residual money that is generated from those projects? Dame was always okay. Dame. Okay, yes. Y'all got the wrenches. Y'all know what the deal is. If y'all want to get him out, that's fine. That's cool. Whoever. Dame was always the problem. He's always had to be bigger than the program. See, that's what I was trying to think. The word hubris, not ego, but hubris. Look up the word hubris. When you're overextending yourself, you're supposed to just extend yourself. If you extend yourself, that's fine. But when you overextend, when you're like, the mythical character Icarus, his wings were made of wax, and he got too close to the sun, and he fell to the earth, and I think he died. But what's his largest asset? Probably Son of the Sun 90. What's his largest asset? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But yeah. So what? Ye's projects, Beanies, Freeway, all those are executive produced by Dame Dash. Does he get a percentage from that? Bumba. It's not Bumba Clue. It's not Bumba Clot. It's just Bumba. She was a hooer. Oh, she needed the money. Is that from a song? Who are you talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. But I got 4 people in here with 4 likes. I'm not mad at all. Y'all hold me down. I appreciate it to the fullest. But Dame Dash is definitely like, it's like he's flying a plane that's on fire. Like the cabin has got smoke in it, but he's flying the plane. Like it's just a fire in the trash. It's like, it's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm all right. Andrew Dice Clay. She needed the money. Is that a bad Andrew Dice Clay impression? She was a whore. Oh, she needed the money. How terrible is that impression? But yeah, Dame, man, it's so sad to see him go over like this. I'm over here now. Oh, but anyway, Dame Dash, I don't understand how he's even still not, how he's not behind bars right now. What is it's partially lawsuits, but there's no criminal activity, so that's why he's not behind bars. I'm surprised that they didn't find something criminal about him, because he owes so many people money that I'm surprised he hasn't been fined. He did go to jail for like a few days, I think it was, and then he got bailed out. But allegedly, I'm not even sure if that's true. I think I was just reading a whole lot of stuff. But I mean, all he talks about American New, American New. So if you download it, does he get the money? Explain that to me. Does he get money from the downloads? Give that knowledge to me, please. Provide that idea to me, because I would love to know. I'd love to know. Son of the Sun 90 says, I'm tired of hearing about Dame. He always talking about Jay-Z until what? Until. But I'm just talking about Dame Dash because that's my breadwinner. That's my pony. He's in the race. That's my pony. Until what? Son of the Sun 90. Yeah, I see you got him out of here. But anyway, Yeah, Dame Dash is he's the ultimate hustler. He is the ultimate hustler because I don't understand how he lives the life he lives. He lives in I guess like a villa or somewhere. He has a pool. I mean, what is this? Is this all smoke and mirrors though? Because I'm stupid. Oh wow, look at that! Look, he's got a pool. He's training his son how to swim. Oh, he's got spatial places he's going to. He's got he's got all these different companies. He's got he's got to be making millions of dollars a year off all these companies. I don't think so. Maybe 80,000, 90,000 a year, maybe 100,000. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just guessing. Yeah, that's a good point. Until his teeth fall out. Exactly. Yeah, his teeth fall out again. Did he do that on purpose to get views? Speaking of ponies, the Kentucky Derby is next weekend over here in Louisville. Yes, it is. And then a few more next week is, of course, is it the beginning? Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make 100% sure. Make 100% sure. No, it's 2 weeks from now. No, well, it's going to be a week from tomorrow. Diddy's case. Diddy's case is a week from tomorrow. That's when it starts. I can't wait. I'm having my I'm having my StreamYard footage ready. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna allow cameras in the courtroom though. That's the only thing. But I'm gonna try to get as many newscasters and stuff like that as I can. Okay, whoa, we got a lot. Believe none of what you see. Exactly. And no, believe half of what you see and none of what is it? Believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. Something like that. I think I have it backwards. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Something like that. I think that's the proper way to say it. Facts. Son. Dame smack Harvey Weinstein for trying to smash. Can't. I remember you saying that before. I think I heard him say that actually. Yeah, he did say that. So he could get brownie points. He can get brownie points for smacking a monster, an ogre, an ugly, disgusting human being like Harvey Weinstein. Like you'd be like, well, Dame smacked him way ahead. It was probably what, like the early 2000s or something like that. It wasn't even like around the Me Too movement or anything like that in 2017. Now he's got the emojis. He knows I hate emojis. I don't know what they mean. I don't know. He's probably laughing at my dumb ass. I did something stupid. I know. But I think with Dame though, Dame Dash, like it's like you have so many things going for you. He's like, I don't know if he shoots himself in the foot or if he allows other people to shoot him in the foot, which is probably 10 times worse. He allows it to happen. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Dame not a hustler anymore. I disagree with you on that, Son of Son 90. I think he's still a hustler. I don't think that hustler's ambition will ever escape from his bones to the day he dies. He's gonna have some kind of grind, some kind of hustle. He's gonna have some kind of. It may not be, like, functional. It may not be completely well put together, but he's gonna hustle it. That American New is a perfect example. Prime example. I'm gonna try it. If it messes up, then damn it, Dame. Like, and it messed up, and I was like, damn it, Dame. And then I watched it on my phone, and I was like, all right, I guess I gotta watch American New on my phone, not on my TV, because it'll go to a completely different movie or restart the movie. I'm like, the hell? He could have got back on top with the rapper Currency and Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, well, Currency is boring. Currency is boring as hell. That's why he didn't pop off, because his voice is just like. He's boring as hell. Like, he has no jump in his style, no juice, no super performative style. But Wiz Khalifa, on the other hand, he's very he's got the he got his own, like, I don't know if he trademarked that laugh or not, but and if you can trademark a laugh, but he's a lot more spirited, more animated than Currency, even with the weed. Charles Moran, salute to you, slur. Salute to you. I appreciate it. Currency makes stoner rap. Yeah, but so does Wiz Khalifa. He makes stoner rap too, but his is more energetic and more powerful, more potent. No pun intended. I didn't mean to have it, a pun right there. Currency is one of the most loyal family. Facts. I'm not gonna. I just think he's personally. I just think he's boring. But I'm not going to detract from the people that actually like him and actually follow him. He's that's the best thing too. I mentioned that the other day about Texas rappers. They don't really care about the United States of America or the world. All they have to do is have you know how many people live in Texas? Was it like? It has to be at least like 15 million. Let me see how many people live in Texas. How many people live in Texas? $31,290,831 total residents. 31,290,831. So they could go platinum just sticking around their own stomping grounds. Same thing with California rappers, but I think there's too much hate there. The Texas rappers have a little bit more love that I noticed. It's too much. It's a lot of hate in California. Man, Wiz verse on the LaRusso joint was insane. I haven't heard it, to be honest with you. I never heard of it. Son of Son 9 says, yes, he got boring. He was supposed to form a group with Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica flipped my mind around when he was on Ye's album. He has the best flow and the best verse on the entire album. Ye, everybody, whoever else, even Bible scriptures. By Jadakiss. Jadakiss usually has some of the best flows, and Sheik, Luke, and the other locks. What's his name? Styles P. Yeah, he killed it. He said the merciful. Like, I was like, he's killing it. He murdered it. But he's an infrequent rapper. He came out with one album, I think, or not even a whole album. It was Exhibit C, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah, on Donda. Yeah, thank you for correcting me, Bumba, on Donda. The first Donda. I actually liked the first Donda. The first Donda was the truth. I like the first Donda. Jay Electronica dropped the album with Jay-Z. Are you saying he should? Are they planning to? Son of Son 90? Jay Electronica dropped the album with Jay-Z. Are you saying they should do that? That would be probably monumental. Both Jays. Remember Roc Nation? Roc Nation was Jay Electronica. It was Jay-Z, Jay Electronica, J. Cole. They were like, they're going to sign the OJs. They're going to sign, all the J's. He already dropped. I forgot there was a Donda 2. Yeah, there was a Donda 2, but he already dropped. Okay, so it wasn't Exhibit C. Was it Exhibit C, or was that just a freestyle? I can't remember. What was the album called? If you don't mind me asking, Son and Son 90. What was the album called? So, but Dame, we're going all around the P patch right now. But Dame is, I just don't understand it. He's brilliant. The man is brilliant. One of the greatest business minds ever. But it's like, he reminds me, you know what it was? If my memory serves me correctly, he reminds me of Nikola Tesla. Now everybody knows, Tesla, the Elon Musk's cars. Well, they're actually named after somebody that was a real person, Nikola Tesla. Look up his biography. And Edison. Edison was, if you don't know Edison, think about Con Ed. What was his first name? Not Albert. Trying to think of his first name. Oh, Written Testimony. Okay. Came out February 9th, 2025. Wow. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there was a such thing. Thank you for telling me about that. See, I learned more on this my own show than I do, otherwise. Thank you for that, son 90. Give me back the chain. It's over for you, dames. Ooh. I didn't even know that's kind of a hard shot. That was a hard shot. But Thomas Alva Edison. See, there was Thomas Alva Edison versus Nikola Tesla, and he wanted to have. I always confuse this. One or the other one wanted alternating current. The other one wanted direct current. And they had wars and they had fights over it and everything like that. Nikola Tesla was like a halfway hustler. He was a kind of way of a hustler, but Edison was a definite hustler. He wanted to make profits off of all his stuff. So I'm saying like he's a mix of both of them because like Tesla didn't come out on top. I don't think in the same way. That's why I think what's his name? Musk wanted to name his cars instead of calling them Edisons. He called them Teslas because he just had that same kind of idealism. Oh, I don't know who said that line. Sky, I can tell you do a lot of research. How often do you go live? I try to go live every day. I try to go live every day, but some days I go off, Radio Hawkins. I appreciate you for being in here right now. I'm not hitting you up for money. I'm only hitting up the people that sent me money already on the first of the month. I'm not going to hit up people that have been on here. You guys right now, I'm not going to hit you up for money. I'm just going to ask that you tell somebody to subscribe because you probably already have subscribed. So all you have to do is just say 1-2 people, and then that's the best way a virus spreads. 2 people tell 2 people, and they tell 6 people. 6 people told 12 people, and it just multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. So that's what that's all I'm doing. It's at the top of the page. Subscribe. The YouTube channel is up there. If you have friends, that's cool. If you don't have friends, that's cool too. You can remain a subscriber of mine. I appreciate it. So yeah. Sky, I can tell you. Okay, Jay-Z Ballin' remix. Are you talking about We Fly High? Are you talking about We Fly High? Ballin'. Is that what you're talking about? And I really do appreciate that because I do a lot of research. I just don't know when to stop. I do a lot of research and I'm like, how much more? Somebody's going to say something else. And I'm not even going to be able to answer. So that's what happens a lot. Yeah, I don't remember that line. Wow, that's crazy. Let me see. I remember him saying, "Yeah, I'm in the air. I don't hear niggas cornies rap. Your nigga hoe is back. Your nigga hoe is back." No, that's the Hustling remix. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Ballin' remix. Excuse me, that was Brooklyn High. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Yeah. Yeah, give me back the chain. It's over for you, dames. Damn. Damn, that's cold. That's cold. I didn't even remember that. Brooklyn High. Yeah, Brooklyn High. You can donate. I'll put in the information right now. My Cash App. I'm not putting it on nobody though. This isn't for everybody. This is for Radio Hawkins because he asked. But everybody else, I'm just asking for subscriptions. I'm not hitting up people for money. Not yet. When I get to, when I get to, super chats and super stickers, then I'll be hitting up niggas for money. You can believe that. This is another one. All right, so that's it's if you guys want to engage in that, y'all can, but I'm not. I just put that there because Radio Hawkins asked me, "How do I donate?" That's how you can donate, sir. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. So I don't like Zelle. I don't know what to do with Zelle. I've tried it and they shot the money back. I don't understand how to use that properly. Somebody's gonna have to bring it down to me like a 5-year-old, Barney style. But so Jay-Z said that. Yeah, donate food stamps as well. exactly. Donate the food stamps and Mick isn't WIC women and infant child, some women with infant child. So I need man with infant child. I need Mike. I don't need WIC. But yeah. So Dame is he's an ultimate hustler. He really is a hustler. But he's like that's the thing. He doesn't even hustle backwards. He hustles upside down. Like it's not even like a backward thing. He just hustles upside down. Like you can walk now. You don't have to be suspended in midair upside down trying to have like 17 different companies, not even corporations, but different companies, LLCs. You don't have to do that. You can be standing on your own 2 feet. Did you see something about Chris Brown's dog attacking one of his maids? No, I did not. That's crazy though. Did not see that. Where did you see that, Son 90? Yeah, so it's a very, very, very strange situation that Dame Dash has positioned himself in. He has see, like I'm pocket watching, but it's hard to watch pockets that are like this is the thing. He had there was something I heard earlier. They were talking about how like a bucket. Like he has pretty big buckets. He has buckets all the way around. But they have holes in them. Like they don't hold water. And a lot of water comes in. Like I'm sure he gets water from America New. I'm sure he gets water from Blue Rock, and I'm sure he gets water from all these different these businesses. But they just pour through. They don't hold. They don't. Thank you, Radio Hawkins. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that, sir. Don't think I take that for granted. I've never taken anybody's dollar for granted. I made over 4 figures on this platform. Could have been 0 figures. I mean, like I said, Mr. Troy Starts to Rain. He's like the ultimate hustler. He's got to be top tier hustlers of all time. But because he has so many projects at one time too. He just like Dame, he like Mr. Troy Starts to Rain. He's multimedia. He has a book. He had a book. He had a radio station. He's got the YouTube channel. He's got the grocery. He's got this is the stuff he tells us about. Never mind the stuff that is real quiet money, super quiet money, like he doesn't even talk about. Yes, that's true. Early on YouTube. Oh, see, I don't know what you send me a link. You're good at that, Son 90. You're good. You're good for that. You're a good guy. You're good for that. Send me a link to the Chris Brown. I mean, I could look it up right after, but my dumb ass will probably forget. But Cam got more than Dame. Yeah. Cam definitely has. I'm sure Cam has a whole lot more than Dame. That is what it is. Show. They probably make like $40,000. I don't know. I'm stupid. I don't know the definite figures, but they probably make a good amount of change every episode. And I'm sure Cam's got quiet money. people I'm thinking of just come to mind, like the locks, like Styles P. He has the juice bar. You have he has the juice bar. He has the E40. He's an independent artist, Too Short, independent artist. Made millions of dollars off the game because they probably understand that they have the publishing and the masters to the recording. So I circle back. Who owns these recordings? Nobody talks about that. That girl, yeah, she went with him for 3 years. Yeah, can you believe that? These are guys. These are supposed to be straight guys talking like this. I want to talk about business. Like most women talk about business. Some women are very good at business. That's all I could give at this moment. Salute, Radio Hawkins. That's all right, man. I salute you, sir. And like I said, I'm not even going to hit you up for money. Radio Hawkins, I appreciate your dollar, but I really appreciate if you just tell other people to subscribe. If you tell other people to subscribe, that'll help the channel out tremendously. That'll give me more footing, give me more exposure, more viewing hours. I do appreciate those dollars, though, sir. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Respect. Son of Sun 90 says Dame should have brought a fast food chain and some other ish. He's stuck on entertainment. Yeah, you know what? It's like Shaq. Shaq. How many businesses? He owns so many. I think he owns like 100. I don't know how many, but it's a very good number of Papa John's. He owns partial products in Home Depot. All the commercials we see him in. The General, he may not even have the General insurance. He may have another insurance, but they probably say that in the clause. They said you can have another insurance, just don't broadcast it or whatever the case may be. But Shaq, I mean, why can't Dame Dash be Shaq? Why can't he be on like on his own commercial kick, or for Hangry Joe's or something like that, or what are the chicken fingers? What are those chicken fingers? Y'all say something on the live chat. What are those chicken fingers? God damn, I can't think. I'm about to look it up, but what are those chicken fingers? They're in the Raising Canes. Raising Canes. Why doesn't Dame Dash have at least 40 Raising Canes throughout the Northeast, United States of America? That's a good point. I mean, entertainment is fun. It's great. It's cool. It's wonderful. But at the same time, he's supposed to be the ultimate hustler, but he don't have no chains. That I know of. He may have some. That could be quiet money that he made. Maybe nobody's talking about, but it's like crack. He's chasing their first high with entertainment. Yeah. That's a good point, Son to Sun 90. That's a good point. Why doesn't he have construction companies, hiring young black men as roofers and people that put in drywall and lay down concrete and stuff like that, put on roof, put on tar on the roof, getting $60 an hour, 70, 80, 90, $100 an hour. That Kane sauce, that's not the only thing good at Kane. The chicken's like, it's chicken. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh, this chicken is crazy. But the biscuits are cool. The fries are trash. And the sauce is the truth. The sauce is the truth. You are exactly right, Radio Hawkins. You're exactly right. I agree with you on that point. But I agree with Son of Sun 90. Back to that point. Yeah, he should definitely have at least 12, KFCs in one, area, in the New York tri-state area. Yes, thank you, Radio Hawkins. I appreciate that, sir. But I'm just telling the truth. I don't know what happened with their fries. What were they thinking? They're just crinkle cut fries. They're from the freezer. They just deep fry them. The best fries, I think, are the waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. That's all I'm going to say. They're the best fries. And then maybe Wendy's, maybe Burger King, and then maybe McDonald's. But those are the best ones. Those are the best. But I'm just saying Dame Dash can own 30, Raising Cane's across the country if he doesn't already have it. I mean, that could be his quiet money. He may have quiet money, but he has the money. I think they started with. I remember hearing in an interview, he's one of the best ones. He said, what was it? He said $20 million. He had $20 million liquid. That means his assets were probably like $80 to $90 million at one point. He had $20 million liquid. That means that's like FU money. That means money you can just throw at somebody and be like, look, I'm good. Like, and this is, I think, on MTV, this is going way back. It's like almost 20 years ago, if not more. He was with Ye. They were in the condo together, and not together, but they're in the condo filming MTV Cribs, and Dame Dash was in his London flat, I guess you can call it, and he was just saying how I had 20 million. I don't know if that was the same exact. I might be mixing my interviews, but it was around the same time. But he was saying like, hey, he had $20 million liquid. But I just remember Dame Dash broke down the game like Lisa Left Eye Lopez broke down the game. I don't know why. Do people have it in their closets? Are they scared? Are they like nobody wants to tell the truth? Lisa Left Eye Lopez, maybe she got out of here because of that. Allegedly, I'm not trying to start a controversial conspiracy theory, or conspiracism. How can Dame? You mean Dame? I think you meant Dame. Dame, come back. Dame just got, like you said. That was a great point. That was the point of the day. Stop entertainment. Focus on, real estate. Focus on building skyscrapers. Focus on creating beautiful houses. I mean, I live in a beautiful house, but it's like a regular, okay, kind of good house. It's great to live in a house. I mean, I don't want to be living under a bridge, but there could be beautiful houses that are, architecturally challenging and look very. I guess I was just watching a segment on Art Deco. There could be Art Deco houses or something like that. Radio Hawkins, you should do a show about JT, the bigger figure in the game. Okay, that could be an option. I've done, shows based on what the son has done. Dame was so hard on his son with the cookies, he turned into an alcoholic. I did not know. I remember he failed though. His son failed at trying to make up the chip. It was called Chips. I think it was just called Chips Cookies. And he went hard on his son. He was very rough. Not physically, but verbally. I think he was probably like, well, you should have done this, you should have done that. Allegedly, I don't know if he actually said this. I'm not trying to get sued. But yeah, he's a Left Eye. Yeah. Also, Left Eye was talking about healing people with Dr. Seb. Yup, because she had herpes and he healed her allegedly. Wow. Okay, I didn't know about that, but I remember she broke it down on MTV. She was like, you can still be broke and sell 10 million albums. I was like, whoa. 10 million albums? How does that happen? Well, first of all, a CD or a cassette or a vinyl or whatever like that, you'll get 6 cents per time, that per purchase of that specific item. Then you split that. There's 3 of them. There's T-Boz, then there's Chili, and then there's Left Eye. So it's got to be split 3 ways. So you multiply that, and that's you. What is that? It's like 6 million, right, or something like that. I can't do math. I suck at math. I'm terrible at math. But like I think that's like 6 million. Now you're down to 6 million. And then you gotta pay your accountants. You gotta pay your lawyers. And she was just going down the whole list. She's like, you gotta get you have to make sure you have all this. And then at the end of it, after you bought your house, you bought your car, you bought all this, you're left with like $20,000 or something like that after 10 million records sold. That's the game. That's the game. And I can't even knock it. That's what's real. You got to be prepared for that. Mr. Troy Star Terrain said, it's nobody's business to teach you the business. You got to learn on your own. And that's more healthy. That's healthier to learn on your own. And instead of waiting somebody else to breastfeed you, you look for, your own milk to, I guess. I don't know another metaphor, but you do your own thing. Yeah, because their money go to the lab. If you don't have the proper lawyer structure in your deal, you're going to get jerked. Yeah. That's what Dame said. Dame Dash said that. Dame Dash said, well, what you do, he was talking about $1 million this time. When you talking about $1 million, well, first you gotta get a car, then you gotta get first you gotta get a house, then you gotta get a car, then you gotta get some clothes, then you got some jewels, then you gotta get all this stuff, and you're left with $40,000 or something. They both broke it down on MTV beautifully. You can probably find the clip on YouTube somewhere flying out here. I don't know. It may not have it because of the copyright, but yeah. New artists should charge the label to sit down with them so they can get to the proper money for a lawyer. I don't know. If Dame is smart, he can hook up with Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler finessed Warner Brothers out of millions of dollars. He finessed him. I have to give him credit. I have to applaud him. He's a smart nigga. He's a thinking nigga. He had, listen, everybody's going crazy. They're losing their minds. Those white people are losing their heads. They got their hair on fire. Because this black man said, look, I want the first dollar count. That means he gets the dollar of money first instead of the corporation or the production company getting the money first. He gets first dollar on Sinners. I didn't see Sinners. I want to see it. I might see it this week. I want to see if I can see it this week. I'm gonna try. I might just have to wait till it gets on TV. But if I'm gonna try to see if I can in theaters. But anyway, so he took Sinners. This is his first. I'm gonna say album. This is his first film that he owns outright. He didn't have the script on Fruitvale Station. He didn't have the script on Creed. He didn't have the script on Black Panther. He didn't have the script on any of his other movies. This is the first time he wrote, directed, and produced a movie all on his own. And they said that he could get first dollar. That means money and accrued before the studio. That's what I meant to say. The studio. He gets 25 years he owns the copyright outright. That means they can't license it, they can't release it anywhere else, they can't do anything. He almost is in a independent distribution deal. So if Dame Dash wants to be in entertainment, he's got to think like Coogler. He's got to think smart. He's got to think like Tyler Perry. He's got to think smart. He's got to think like Spike Lee. Spike Lee was smart. He's got to think like that. He can't just like almost do this, this movie and put it up and see what happens. Wait a minute. Yeah, Dame Clown. Hold on, Dame Clown 50. No, he didn't finesse. Did you go see Sinners? No, go see it. Run. I have to. I have to go see it. No, go see it. You're not doing it. Nothing. Oh, go see it tomorrow morning. It'll be cheap. Get your Uber or a Lyft to your nearest. That's what I'm trying to do. His kids will inherit it. Yeah. I mean, he should still be around. He's only 40. He's only 39. He'll be 64 when the rights go to him. So, peace. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer. I was gonna take this to an hour, but we're gonna stay on for a little bit longer. I mean, we got Radio Hawkins chipping in some money. We got King Hayes now in the building. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer. Dame would have had to submit. He's not the submissive type. Dame got invisible Jewish enemies. He slapped Harvey Weinstein. Well, I don't know. I think the Jewish enemies would be on his side. But what are you talking about with Dame would have had to submit? What do you mean would have had to submit to what? Are you talking about the Sinners case? I don't think Ron Coogler had to submit to the Sinners case. Thank you, Radio Hawkins. I will go for a little bit while longer. Damon's blackballed by Jay-Z. Make no mistake. Okay. He will never get back into the industry unless he go to homo route. Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. He has to lose his manhood. You know, he has to lose his booty hole and his mouth. You know, privileges. I guess I don't know I don't know how else to say it, but he has to give that up just to get back into Hollywood, because Hollywood is weird. That's why when I woke up and I saw it on the news, Sunday marathon, exactly. It's a Sunday marathon. But that was why when I woke up and I saw the news about Ryan Coogler, it just kept on going on my phone. I was like, Ryan Coogler with a big asterisk. Ryan Coogler, second week, #1. Ryan Coogler, he had the best deal going. I'm like, damn, I didn't even like. Why are they so hard about that? Up until now, why is everybody like, oh, he's a director, he's a writer, he's got millions of dollars, he's good, he's all right? No, you don't own your product. Studios have the right to release, have the right to license, have the right to put it on TV, have the right to put it on movie theaters, have the distributors. It's all based on the studio. Coogler went another route. If Dame Dash wants to go a route in entertainment, that's the route he should take. But he's blackballed, I think, to an extent, like Son of the Sun said. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, Dame gonna have to smoke a pole again. All right, I cannot confirm nor deny whether Dame Dash has done such activities. The views expressed by Son of the Sun 90 do not reflect those of SkySaunders and Sees and its affiliates. Please be advised. The movie was good. Yeah, I want to see it really good. I can't believe you haven't seen it. Now he's just playing with me. He's like, brother. Oh man, now we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Yeah, but I gotta see. I don't drive. If I drove, I would have probably been out of here. I would have probably been there. But I have to rely on my dad to drive, so it's a totally different situation. I don't drive like the late great Quincy Jones didn't drive. Ray Bradbury. Look at both their histories. They had horrific, traumatic collisions in their life, or they experienced them, or just viewed them. It's not. I think that's why he's laughing, because it's that brother stuff. It's not going to feel the same if you see it at home. I know. It's IMAX. I have IMAX right down the street in Wilmington, like less than 20 minutes away. I'm probably going to get an Uber. I'm really considering that. Once I get paid, I'm going. I don't care. Once I get paid, I'm going. I get paid next week. So he says, it's not going to feel the same if you see it at home. I'm going. What does it say? I'm going to see it again soon. Sinners is a must see. I know. That's why I want to see it. That's why I wanted to see it so bad. If I don't get to see it in theaters, okay, I get it. I can understand. But I'm going to do my damnness. I'm going to do everything in my power to go see it. You don't take Ubers? You can't go out alone? No, I can. I don't want to spend the money. That's what I said. I have to wait till I get paid. I'm going to wait till I get paid and then take the Uber, because it's going to be like a good, probably $110, probably more. The Uber ride back and forth, round trip. The movie. I want to have some snacks. I might have to bring in some snacks. I don't know. I'm going to do it. But it's like Mr. Choice Terrain said. He had it on his phone, on his laptop, allegedly. I'm not sure. He said it himself, but what's okay? You don't know what IMAX is? IMAX is like one of the best screens you can possibly get from a movie experience. There's also different experiences that they're starting out with. I experienced this back in 1996 in Disney. They had like on the screen, it's like it's like 4D instead of 3D. It's like you get the 3D motion, but there's also mist coming at you. Like when a dog sneezed, it was like, and like water came towards you. It was crazy. It was at Disney World. It was wild. Donate for Sky to get to the movie and back. Yeah, I appreciate that, Radio Hawkins. I'm not hitting people up for money though. I'm not hitting. If y'all feel like putting money on it, that's y'all's business. But I'm just looking for subscriptions. I'm asking interactive chairs. Yeah, the interactive chairs. Exactly. Yeah, that's part of the 4D experience. Even if the movie isn't in 3D, usually it is. But they have aroma, the smell-o-vision. I just heard that on the radio today. They have a smell-o-vision in certain theaters where you can smell what's going on. I wouldn't want that for every scene though. If you remember Slumdog Millionaire, there was one scene that I would not want to have smell-o-vision for. I'm not going to give it away, but yeah. So that was pretty serious. But we're going off the rails. We're talking about, but we're still on point though. We're still talking about movies. We're still talking about Dame Dash. Dame Dash. I think Dame has it in him. He may have to go to school. He may, because like Prince of Detroit was a little choppy, but it was good. It was like it felt like something Tyler Perry would make. Didn't have the sheen or the assuredness of the camera work, and the acting was kind of a little uber dramatic, a little bit melodramatic, a little bit like that, but overall it was good. It was actually a piece of good art. It was actually pretty good for the most part, and I liked the subject matter. The subject matter was like, there was nobody getting shot, nobody getting stabbed, no crack getting sold on the streets. It was all about this. It was based on real events about this family who the woman, the wife, the mother, she owned either all of the hospital or a great stake in the hospital. Even though it was in bankruptcy, she knew how to hustle. She knew how to get find financiers, for her role as one of the head honchos in the hospital. I'm like, where's the guns? Where's niggas getting shot up? Isn't this maybe a bang bang nigga die slow kind of movie right now? Didn't happen. I was very pleasantly surprised. I was like, Prince of Detroit. Oh gosh, here we go. Detroit must have had Detroit players, Detroit hustlers, or something like that. But it was really, really about this family, being close to each other, and the ideas of making it in the business. And he was like saying, like from the beginning, he was saying how he had enough money to buy, this multi-million-dollar mansion. It was like amazing. It was crazy. Did my stream go down again? I think my stream went down. Somebody give me, if the stream went down, I'm going off. If y'all can tell me who's in the live chat, anybody witness, if y'all can't get me in the live chat, hit me up on my email. My email is skyrlersaunders@gmail.com. Okay, good. Okay, good. I was gonna say marathon. Okay, marathon. Okay, good. For some reason, it was like nobody was saying anything. I wasn't sure what was going on. Okay, Dan could have had in movie theaters like, Matt, come on, speak, son of the Sun 90. He could have Magic. How many theaters does Magic have? Like 30 in California or something stupid like that. I don't know how many he has, but he could have had that. Dame could have been the one. He could have been the one to have all of that. He could have been the one. Look at Magic. Look at Magic, a billionaire. Look at LeBron, billionaire. Look at Tyler Perry, billionaire. Look at Jordan, Michael Jackson, briefly, I think made like $1 billion, but he, like in today's money, would have been $1 billion. But like in the 80s, it was like $700 to $800 million, something crazy. But so Dan could still have theaters. Dash theaters, I see it. Exactly, Son of the Sun 90, exactly. Dane didn't have magic money though. Yeah, that's true, but the way he could have hustled. I think Magic started with like I don't know, maybe $5-10 million at the time. It would probably been like $15 to $20 million now. If Dame Dash would have stashed, try not to rhyme, but I did right there. But if he would have put away enough that $20 million he was talking about that he had liquid, and saved it up for enough for another way of creating movie theaters or distributors. That's the best ones. That's the best way to go. Not the theaters, the distributors. That's what you really want. That's where the money is. Because like you don't have distributors, you don't have movies. You know, there's no one to show. That's the business to show. You don't have a distributor, you don't have a movie. Nobody can see it. Dame should have signed Lee Daniels. A handshake is not a contract. True. That's true. Movie theater business isn't good. Okay. I heavily researched it 25 years ago, and it's gotten worse since then. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, that's what they're saying with Coogler. They're saying that the studio system could collapse because of what he did. Everybody's going to try to do what he did. I'm thinking about Greta Her. Let me say her name right. Greta Gerwig. Greta Gerwig directed Barbie, the Barbie movie. That movie did $1 billion at the box office. She probably got paid $10 million. I don't know. Maybe she got more. Maybe she got 50 million. I don't know if she owns the movie outright. I highly doubt it. If it takes 25 years for you to own a movie, then goddamn, I didn't know it was that serious. Nobody talks about it like that, or at least I don't hear it. Dame kept reinvesting into fashion. That was his downfall. True. He should have took that money he made from fashion and opened up some fast food chains along with other investments in real estate. Yeah. Entertainment and fashion, all of that was cute. All that, yeah, ha ha he he. Look at me. I got my sneakers match my hat, my shirt matches my pants. You know, that fly fancy Harlem nigga ish. Yeah, we gotta enjoy the movie theaters while we can because they are about to go extinct. Yeah, but that's what I understand. It's like it's a good thing in a way because people are getting more money. I heard from one of the best minds in the business, Dr. Jerome Brooke. You have to look him up, Dr. Jerome Brooke, when you get off of my channel. He said that there's more and more. There's less middle class left. There's less middle class because people are getting richer. So that means people are buying bigger houses. People are buying theaters in their house to relax. They can pause the movie when they want to get up. They can go take the kids by the pool, if you know what I mean, or take a leak, whatever they got to do. You can go to get some more popcorn. You can go get some snacks. Put it back on play whenever you want to do it. It's all up to you. So that's what's happening. Okay, let me see. Yeah, we got it. Okay, facts, son. Yeah, you can't outright own Barbie unless you Mattel. Yeah, true. Thank you, King. Good point. That's like with Coogler. Coogler couldn't do that with Panther. He couldn't do that with Black Panther. Either one. He probably got paid like 10, 20 million off top, maybe, possibly. I don't know how much. If they don't talk about it, then I don't know. I just have to make up numbers. I hate doing that, but I'm just on the fly right now. Yeah, so I think he got paid like 10, 20 million maybe for both Black Panthers. He probably got 10 or 20 million dollars combined, or I don't know. But you should know, Charles Moran. You should know. Could have had Dash or Roc-A-Fella audio. Okay, wait a minute. I'm so old. I had Patrick Ewing shoes. LOL. I can't get over Patrick Ewing with the finger roll. I can't. That will never leave my mind. The Jordan last shot in '98. I saw that live on TV when I was 9 years old. I'll never forget that. That is embedded in my mind. I just seen clips of Patrick Ewing doing the finger roll and rolling off the rim. All he had to do was dunk it. Why did he dunk it? I don't understand. He could have dunked it. I think they were playing the Pacers or somebody. It was crazy. And I can't remember. I always will remember Chris Webber doing the timeout on the side and that cost them the game because they went to the foul line and they went up in the point. The other team went up in the points. That was crazy. All right, the movie studios make all the money off of ticket sales unless you buy the rights to the show, the movie, which is money. They take 100% week. One. They take 100% week 1, 90% week 2, 80% week 3, etc. That's why the popcorn is $20. Yeah, it's all about the theaters. The theaters are crazy. You gotta get you get a box of Whoppers, and it's $5. Same box of Whoppers at the Dollar Tree is $1.25. They're $5 at the theater. Whenever you make investments, I feel like you take the money you made from that investment and invest in another field. Okay. Good point. Black Panther 2 was okay, but the story was trash. Yeah, Black 2 was it was like they were trying too hard with Black Panther 2. It seemed they were trying like really hard. He's supposed to kept Beanie and state property clothes alive. And that's another point too. I probably went over an hour and not mention that they're trying to take. Well, I didn't say specifically, but I said they're trying to take the rights to state property. State property, one of Dame Dash's babies. I think he either wrote it or directed it, or maybe both. But he acted in it. Yeah, they want it. They wanted to take it. Every time they try to pull me out, they take it back in. They're taking it all back in. Dame Dash, what are you doing? I had some Patrick Ewings. They were horrible. The paint started coming off. Oh, man. That sucks. The snacks cost more than a movie ticket. That's how the movie theater company makes their money, right? Correct? That's what I would ask Charles Moran. Charles Moran would know. Keep donating so Sky can go live until 8 p.m. Well, I got to eat food. I got some turkey tetrazzini coming up soon. So I got to get off here soon. Some turkey tetrazzini is going to be pretty good for me. This was a great show. The most I stuck to a topic. Yeah. But it was great because of me. I'm just playing. It was because you guys, you're entertaining to me and informative. You give me, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize that. I didn't see that. And I have to say, damn, like, that's why I don't know the extent of research. I don't know when I'm done. I don't know how I figure out, but I figured it out because you guys say, oh, did you not know that he could have, he had his ties with Rachel Roy and, they had the whole designer thing. Like, just, I appreciate you. I respect everybody that's in the live chat right now. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Radio Hawkins. Appreciate you, sir, for your donations. I'm not trying to hit people out for money though. I'm really close to being 1,000 subscribers deep. Trying to get to 1,000. So if money gets in the way, then money's not as important as my subscriptions. Rachel Roy married. Hold on. They was made in China. Don't believe the hype. Oh, okay. Rachel Roy married him for money grab. Ooh. I can't. Woo! That's cold. That's cold because it's probably true. I can't say. I'm saying allegedly. I'm not having Rachel Roy sue me. She'd be like, oh, he said I married him for the money. Oh well, I'll take his money. I ain't got no money, so she can kick rocks. Movie theaters make money off of concessions, not ticket sales. Yeah. That's what I always figured. She a gold digger. Okay, Charles, thanks. Yeah, but thanks for that, Charles. Yes, that's true. Yeah, the ticket sales is for the percent, like you said, the percentage every week it drops, a percent. And that's for the distributors, that's for the different movie houses, for the studios, for the production companies. And then everything after that, that's when the actors and the gaffers and the best boys and the key grips and everybody that's involved in the movie gets paid the residuals or whatever the case may be. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. You see the credits. That's what I think about when I see the credits. That's why Marvel was so thoughtful. They're like, oh, we're gonna put extra content after they see all these credits. We're gonna make them see the credits. Even if they don't know what the hell a key grip or a best boy or a dolly grip is, they're gonna have to see these credits. And then you're gonna wait to the end. You're like, oh, Marvel. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is gonna happen. Oh my gosh, I gotta see what's gonna happen in the next movie. Like, it's just goofy. It's just goofy. But nobody talks about the credits. Nobody talks about the people in the credits. I always look for the I'm fat, so I'm fat, so I'm always looking for the craft services. Who provided the craft services? Sometimes they have their phone number at the end. If you notice, they'll have their phone number and their website at the end of the craft services. Somewhere in LA, usually somewhere in New York, but I think it's still cool. Okay, I know y'all heard it. That was not me. That's the chair. Sky, you can eat and do this show at the same time. Yeah, if I had some food on me, I would. I don't have any food on me. She's a high yellow Becky wannabe, but they made two gorgeous daughters, aka child support checks. Yeah. Well, she's Indian. She's Indian, and most Indian women are very beautiful. Very beautiful. So I remember one comedian said, when they're beautiful, they're very beautiful. But when they're not beautiful, they are not very beautiful. But the only ones I've encountered have been very attractive. Indian women. Didn't you say you were working on your weight? Yeah, I was down to 195 Thursday. Now I'm up to 198 because it's the weekend. I eat on weekends. Then it goes down on the week. Oh my God, yes. She carries herself like a white woman. But Padma Lakshmi, yeah. She's like an 8. She's a strong 8 and maybe 9. Something like that. She's pretty good. At 54, yeah, good point. Padma Lakshmi at 54 is crazy. I still hit. I don't know if I still hit. I don't know if I smash. I have to be careful. I might smash Ava Mendes though, but she's with Ryan Gosling and whatever. But I'm not one of those guys that say, "Yo, I still smash. I hit. I still smash." I'm not one of them. If you are them, more power to you. But I'm not one of those guys. I hit her up for money. See what we can do. We're gonna do with these checks. Something that I like more than checks. I like more than sex. I like more than sex. But yeah, we're going off today. We're going off. Now I need more something a little thick. Okay. So 90. That's all right. More cushion for the pushing. I understand. That's all right. Not me though. I like real, like the women I've been with have been curvy. One was very curvy, super curvy. The next one she was like in between. She had, in the right places. It wasn't like she was busting out or anything. Well, actually, let me go back. The next one was very petite. She was like 5'3", 5'4". She was very small. The next one was like in the right places, and the next one was super slim, very slim. Had a pretty good derriere, if I must say, but that's about it. Researching her now. Nah, I need researching her now. That's funny. You'll never find any of the women. You'll never find any of my women. You'll never find any of my women. My previous women, I should say. I'm not like I have them in a stable right now. Not knocking a bee. Not having her on the blade. Not getting this cash. Not having her on the strip. But hey, it's been real. It's been fun. I think we covered a lot of ground. This is like one of my best shows ever. This is another great show to go down. So I appreciate everybody that came through. Thank you all the live chat. Now I have to listen to the J Electronica out. I have to listen to the Dame Dash interview. I have to have a few things that I have to do. So they're all here. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Take care.